Ebishan for me sanso mo bi akwa ba shoko pesa be ordinary TV. So then your first time I'm sure so be subscribe to ordinary TV or be like or comment e your comment section we so I'll click on the notification button for more news update. You know name say na say the ambulance saga and e so e court. Na sa trial we dey biara da trial we like omo call for trials. And this is no again rather 13th of June 2024 and a year Chief Justice yes wa Saribuchi say unko be man the final judgment and ebusia for na the audio about bontin abraye the Attorney General order me say anka was obi nanka waboa nanka to force netimi akwakopi mu e won sawe mu no yeah this particular audio na about bontin no mo call omoko tena sisa bie mu spread ye pay another information or evidence free more. And this is the third accused, Richard Jakpa. Ekojina dakem, but say sometimes you walk court now kojina dakem for the first time, kojina dakem for the second time. Why didn't you say then na judge ebema the final judgment unjina dakem obi, but to the third accused surprise yes amani bejina dakem and already unim say ubejina dakem I was say you with your lawyers no more planning your answers. But this time around, it was a surprise as as a shock to the third accused Richard Jakpa. And so quite a judge on some bejina dakem. And for I said this time around, it was a shock and as a surprise. So the answers to the questions that the judge asked, for Bruni Becca says seeing is believing. I said when and so catch it 80% myself brain without wasting much of your time not coming home. New quoting and some how do I cause where my gun must say, but before that, make sure to subscribe to Ordinary TV, over like, over comment, where your comment section so over click on the notification button for more news update. Attention when you go to Marcia. Midas.
Asari boche editu mu say afi de sa audio no NBC amanyukuo no de ba betu edwa say eji ene Richard Jakpa ekokohia ese nka omwa no na nka omfa yera Dr. Kessel atoforsen entum no one agya tum sa afi de one ebetimi de ababedi adanse ewo court na eba unexpected no na Richard Jakpa enim se obi kro obekwa akodina adaka mi asan bisa no the same question ono audio no odeba betu edwa no na kam ye se enne papa no ekopie mu ono ekodi adanse kodina adaka mu na waye confused kakra about questions na ye bisa no na now questions bebre na ye bisa papa na ye bisa papa ne se Judge her lordship justice wa asaribotwe se audio no otie ne 10 times ebu bia ni ho ono ote se yewa Godfred ye boada me katen se boa me na yemfa Dr. Kessel atoforsen enkotum na how come se ehɔ ne de went ni an record ehɔ no amfa nka ho and two question yesan ebisa na ebio ni se kamia se nsam ono eba audio nim na oka ho asem ene de obegina adakam oka ho asem no kamia se edifa kakra because ni nyina etwa kowie se Attorney General eba ne nchen se omwa no na yemfa Dr. Kessel atoforsen emfa entum now ehɔ no ama recording nim no ono nso yebisa no ose one yewura Godfred yebo adame ehia 10 times ena one yewura Godfred jebo adame ekokohia enti se enya sa enetie ne etese de ono ka no ne se wamfa evidence bia ama because audio ne nso anka sa atese de yewura Godfred yebo adame Jakpa de betu ja se yebo adame ebehia no omudi nkomo nti se evidence bia ni ho a ono de beta atire se ampa yewura Godfred yebo adame ene no ekokohia na won agitu mu dia na tire se yewura Richard Jakpa twa intro ene de ato Godfred yebo adame so because in some no oka no enya de so odi mu evidence ba kokora ba bepie mu ewoko because audio no ye boy ne de emu ba bia ni ho yewura Godfred yebo adame ka tire ne se boa me na mintini emfa yewura Dr. Kessel atoforsen ntumti se eba saade na kamie se yewura Richard Jakpa nsem no oka no oni evidence bi anti afei ɛna ɛyɛ de sɛ ukotwa ntoro ɛwɔ abra asɛm no ɛnyɛ no kra punishment bi ɛwɔ ho anaasɛ punishment bia ɛni ho punishment ɛwɔ ho a yɛde bɛma when you lie under oath ɛkyerɛ sɛ wa commit perjury a me no ka sɛ deɛ baabi a nsɛm no ɛkeka kɔ no ɛyɛ yɛhu pa na yɛnkɔ tie ɛwɔ abra a court nsɛm no ɛkɔ so
and a minority leader Kessel ato forcing one any businessman Richard Jakpa say ni chirim and was me won chirim en chirim ni nyina ene say nanka sene fata se contract o mo sign ye no sa campaign na de ambulances no eba no omunya ebedu Ghana ha airport the support ho na de aka ni nyina no ese Ghana ban e na be kwakọ clear o clear wi a na afei campaign nu amomo nkrofo a technical team no aba no ma be training e de ama Ghana for na afei one fix machines ni nyina wom ebedu porter yese Mami Shelley ayite then time health minister ese contract ne kura no yentwam ansa enema na akoka ho eno aye kwa aye ma wo kire mu a kire se ono a ne cousin justice Yoni Kolende o fie anwumere bi eno friend wo telephone so say obi person ni di nkomo o se hwana o so de age me o de me de ma no wo je na ya attorney general eno ni di nkomo a wo se abufuo baaye e mo kate line no ne braji phone na pe no se bomadian so bebe fie wo so no atu ni car e drive ye e fi ni fie ho anajo be du mienu anajo e no drive ya call justice Yoni Kolende fie o so okwa no odi kan ka che ni se me mpese me ba na attorney general e wo fie ho e no so obra no ni ho okodu ye o so owura ho ape na se eji e na ti akonwam e wo ni benkum so o so e no to shock pa e no gina ho na for mpese obekọ e na afa ne cousin no oye ne wo fa so hu o se ne wo fa ka che ni se
I need to say ne maame enua
ba wo se no ka che ni se obra betenase o fa se bra betenase ni nkomo wo se nkomo boni koso ama du ba bi no nkomo boni mu e na eji ka che ni se no kre eye pressure o se enka ni finance minister Ken Oforiata eno mampani ena emma ne pressure pa ese ne tie bia owura to forcing one package bi na won fa ne hyem nti nka omo na asem ne ka no na enye kama wo fa ene cross examination no wakeka ne nsem nyina ne edi kan se de awia me di kan ka che se court no agisa audio no tape no recording no wage edi atum se attorney general enso ebe cross examination oya eni ebehu baabi ebekwakosi na ebra cross examination ene lawyer ato force na lawyer for ewie cross examination no afei na director of public prosecution DPP Yvonne Atakra Obobisa efiase first question obisa ani say onimsa asem no ye be file case no e wo court 2021 we yi ano say ani ye wie ye no ye ne deputy attorney general Alfred Tuan Yebo a edi nkomo na nchemu sei e no ne nsemtwefo e kasa
there and wait for our side of the matter and be mindful. You rested there.
The audio, you didn't want the judge to readmit it into evidence. That has happened. Are you disappointed?
Oh, the judge has given the ruling. That's how the law works. If you think you don't want something to be admitted, you raise an objection. This is the duty of the judge to make a pronouncement of such objections. The judge has done so.
You didn't want it because you felt it wouldn't do well for your case. How bad or damaging is this admission of the audio to your case?
Not at all, because this audio is something that you have heard, isn't it? Having to heard it. So what is in it? By job of procedure. So in terms of the content, we are not minded by that because it's something that is in the public domain. But as to whether you can tender a recorded or screen recorded audio is something that we don't want to do. That's why we're talking about law, not about public sentiments, whether you are comfortable, you're not comfortable. It's about due process. The judge says that that's due process can be tendered.
Akwa HM say no crepa and say ambulances no ene aka port ho mfinhia mako enwotwenie say Ghana yesika no eno an say nze ye twetwene left right center e wo ho saa ofa nyame ya doma ebenada ye besen akọ na DPP atoa na sembisa no we cross examination
asemu a owura Richard Jakpa kai no asem de hu pa o se nka ho no ba tape no mu pa de nka se na ka hu waso akọ Yuli Kolende fie no Enna aban lawyer pani ka kire wo no Richard Jakpa ne say oman pani na the pressure atum so any konofura that pressure atum so say yenya na ye asem ne yanka to force nhyem enti
de ni shema say de ni shema hun so fa ye mra na kire say ye do bi shema say 6 months to elections dia ye betimi aye by election nanka honi aye by election no be say na central region by election mo be ye den e na mo wi no so ho e pon discussion.
And na some na
these were the worst of
na do tia ne be no na do tia say na be han pa ya nko ya da so
about some years back. I would attend to issues that are very important with a lot of emotional how do you call it orientation or approach, but over the years, I have learned that what your heart can beat over, if the mind handles it, it can be solved without you having palpitations or a higher heart rate. So I'll give my brother advice.
You learned that in medical school?
Over the years, it comes with experience.
Okay.
So there are things I used to make noise about, or I would approach very emotionally. But I've come to learn that the mind can do better than the heart. So I would beg of him. And you see, in communication too, if I had spoken first, in terms of the issues for the day, and I had not addressed this in a way that shows that I'm concerned, it was okay to go like this. But you came prepared and unleashed everything on the table, creating the impression that I've gone to sleep on the matter, when I've not even given information yet on what I have done about it.
The facts are very annoying.
Oh, I know. Of course, I'm privy to the facts. You know. But what I want to quickly say is that there was an issue he finished with at the bottom. I'll bring that up.
Okay.
Where he said he cares about his pregnant women, and me, I'm talking about people who try.
A pot shot.
Oh, of course. I brought businessmen together to buy a new ambulance at about $90,000. I did it because I've seen pregnant women struggle to even get transferred to reach. So action is more powerful. So, that's the kind of person I am. I've not lost any part of my heart in these politics. Doc, let me start by saying that the PRO's information is not accurate, and it's not to undermine his work, but it's because in dealing with this container thing, it is dynamic. So you have containers at the ports. You go to finance, they'll tell you, okay, take these cheats. These cheats will now allow you to clear 80 containers. You get there, they'll tell you there's third-party charges. And so the information I have is because the release has not gone out yet. Otherwise, I have the draft here. I left the office yesterday at about 11, just to make sure that all the information and draft is ready to go out this morning. It's not too appropriate, but I'll send you the draft. It has all the information. So apparently on the 10th of June, Finance sent the ministry 7.4 million Ghana cedis.
3 days ago.
Yes, transferred money, which was meant to handle the third-party charges, which even if they've given the exemption, must be paid. And so when I called them 2 days ago, what they told me was that, Doc, although the money has come, government has a give me system that used to pay for such things. You can't go and say take the money. And that when they called, they are told give me is down order, and that by the end of this week. That's why the gentleman mentioned that the TB container is cleared. In fact, the draft that will come out, the containers that contain medicines are 3. 2 anti-malaria, ACT, that's a artemisinin combination for malaria, 2 containers. 1 is the TB. And guess what? This 7.4 million is meant to clear those ones. So although the money has been given to us, it's not gone through for it to come out of the port. So if George